We're going to look at the architectural details in the oldest and newest subway stations in New York. Romanesque arches that follow along the curve of the station. So each one of these vaults is made out of Guastavino tile, which is actually, it is about beauty and ornament. Okay, let's talk about a typical IRT subway station. So this image shows the 14th Street Express station when it first opened, and that's why it's so clean. What made New York City's subway system unique from other cities was that when they first built it, they included express tracks as well. No other city had that. And you could see the express track running beyond on the other side of these. Just getting it done and getting it done quickly. So the way they built these stations was by a method called cut and cover. They cut a trench in the middle of the street, less than 20 feet deep. So this is basically a cross-section subway up to 125th Street. They'll keep that same drill bit and it will stay then at the northern end of 125th Street. What distinguishes the 2nd Avenue subway from the other stations is that the platform is in the middle and the tracks are at the edge. And then there's a mezzanine where people walk up here, and it's open to the curved ceiling of what was the tunnel. So a person standing here can look down to the platform there, and then the stairs come down here, and here's the subway. And you get this double height space, which is very nice. So one thing that distinguishes the New York City subway is it's super loud because it doesn't run on rubber wheels like a lot of other cities' subway lines do. And 2nd Avenue, they made a determined effort to, and it even had elevated trains that were started in the 1870s. But this blizzard paralyzed all of that travel. And not only that, but New York City also, electricity was relatively new. And all the wires were above ground and were put up in a very haphazard way. And they formed this almost solid web so that when all the snow came down, it took down all the wires with them. So what people don't always realize is that putting all the electrical power below ground happened at the same time as putting the subways underground. Okay, so let's take a look at the iconic New York City subway map. So what jumps out at me about this early IRT map is that in red, it shows the actual subway lines, of which there are not many, but they do go to Brooklyn and they do go to Queens. And these blue lines are actually the elevated subways that still remained. And so early